Hi guys, welcome to this edition of Living with a Pacemaker on this channel. Thank you ever so much for the people that have actually hit the subscribe button. 53 of you, in fact, as of this recording, have hit subscribe and the notification button. It just blows my mind that people want to get to know me, watch what I collect, etc. Now, one thing I want to say to every one of you guys out there that I sound a bit rough, yeah, granted. It's not due to the pacemaker, guys, don't worry. It's due to the weather change. You know, 1 minute we're actually got blistering hot summer. Next thing you know, we've got dingy wet summer that we're used to every single year. So, saying that, it's affecting my throat. You know, that's all. Nothing else. I'm perfectly fine. I'm not full of flu or anything. It's just, I sound like a bit groggy in the throat. That's all. So, long story with my job and that lot as of late. My new job, I'm enjoying it. You know, enjoying all the training, learning new skills, which I thrive on. You know, I've had like a couple of shifts doing promotional work, like giving out flyers to local businesses, because you can't actually give it on the local streets in my city or any city now, because obviously it's £100 for on the spot fine for doing it nowadays. This just proves how much times have changed, even though I know about the past that you have to apply for by your local council. And then you go forward, then I've had like with those couple of shifts, or 3 shifts in fact this past weekend, you know, I've actually had that. I enjoyed that all August bank holiday. I shaved my beard off. Obviously, you can probably tell, even though I've got that shadow that people say that you get. And it's been a really interesting journey with my job so far. You know, I'm really looking forward to progress more into the business. I hope this job lasts longer than my last job did, obviously, because that lasted within 3 years. You know, just less than 3 years. So I just want to beat that and accomplish that and stay in that business as long as I can. Do my part to survive in that business and learn more skills as I go along. Tomorrow, I'm looking forward to getting into the first time in my life working with the company to get into the venue that I will be doing my job. And quite honestly, I'm really, really looking forward to it. You know, if you want to know where it is and everything, I retweet stuff on Twitter. There's a hint. But you can like the link down below if you want to. So, we've got a great bunch of people that I'm working with. Great bunch of management. Obviously, I've met the assistant. I think one of them's the trainee. I do apologise if she's not. General manager, I'll be meeting from tomorrow. So obviously we're cleaning up the venue tomorrow and then so on, ready for the opening on the 3rd of September. So my job's really going well. I do apologise if I'm a bit spaced. I'm just recovering from a hangover last night. No, it's not alcohol related. It's the way Manchester United are playing. You know, it's really, really frustrating to see my team going that way. The reason why is because everyone dwells on the history. I like a bit of challenge, but it seems like United are not putting up a challenge this season so far. And people want the likes of Zinedine Zidane to come in. Now, I'm not being funny. My cousin Sam made a valid point about this. He was given a team to work at Real Madrid at the peak of their time. So he didn't need to do that much. Didn't need to rebuild, etc. Can he come up with the goods to rebuild the squad? I personally feel that it needs to manage somewhere else. They're struggling just as bad as Manchester United to prove his worth in the managing world, because it's tough to rebuild a whole team when it's collapsed. Yet again, and yet again. But I said to people, give it within about 5-6 years. that time is getting more and more closer. So it just frustrates me, that does, seeing my team the way it does. Anyway, back to my job. That I'm enjoying it so much. Sad thing about it, the only downside about my job is I've got to readjust my life around the pay packet. Now, I don't mean they're underpaying me. By the end of this week, I've collected 70 hours. That's not bad going, to say that I've had training, extra shifts to top it up, etc. I think it's about 70 hours I'll be clocking in. So that's like since I've started with them. So I've got to readjust my whole life on monthly pay now. I've never been paid monthly. The most I've ever paid is every 2 weeks, and that's frustrating as it is. But I got used to it because obviously being on job seekers in my last job, it didn't that much take effect. Although obviously when you claim benefits, not housing benefits, job seekers allowance, that's every 2 weeks. So in a way that felt right. So with this pay packet, it will fall right for obviously giving to my mom, etc. So hopefully this first pay packet I earn enough so I can actually do a Blu-ray hunt or whatever. I don't know my shift pattern yet. I don't know what days I'll be working, if you know what I mean, going forward. So after this week, I will find out later on this week what I've got. So that's why sometimes, like mine and Nick Mason's podcast, you might want to class it as now, because obviously we're doing it audio based on YouTube. That goes out as and when we can. So obviously we did that last night, and that's gone up on the main channel now. That's over 100 views already. That's crazy. That is a crazy amount of views to say that the product that we're talking about is more than 2 days old, because obviously it went to early hours in the morning when I uploaded it. YouTube has been a bitch to me. So, but I can't fault it. So that would done that, and I was completely knackered. And yes, I had a problem with Nick's side because obviously Nick was recording his side, I was recording my side. Didn't realise how close I was to my onboard mic, which from now on I will learn from my mistakes. I will use my headset. So I was just completely shattered over the weekend, obviously because I've got to adjust my life now to my shift pattern. When I first was working, I got down to 7 hours a week. Got used to that. Now, when it was bad enough looking for work to tire me out, I only had 3 shifts and I was exhausted. But if I had another shift, I would have persevered with it, drank a decaf coffee or drink a decaf tea, etc. But tell you the truth, I'm finding it hard to give up caffeine. I can't function. I do have occasional have a decaf, just to wet the palate. So that's how things are going at the moment for me. I promise you, as and when I can, I will be bringing you gaming videos. I'm not 100% sure when I'm going to be bringing them, because obviously I've got to look at my rota, then work around YouTube and my rota, if that makes any sense, because obviously I've got to put things first. So, but end of the day, it's interesting to adjust. I'm not missing money as such, because obviously I get paid on the 14th and then every 4 weeks afterwards. So I'm just wondering. So it's weird though, because when I was looking forward to Friday, yay, it's pay week. No, it's not. It's annoying. It does get annoying at first, but adjusting to monthly pay is hard. People don't realise how hard it is. Just think, the worst thing is when job seekers turn into universal credit. Apparently that's meant to be monthly pay. I'm glad I'm adjusting now. God forbid if I was adjusting, like if I was living in my own place, that would have been even more hard because you have to have constant money on you all the time, constant this, constant that, constant everything, and to have that out of the blue, that I'm on monthly pay. When I started my training, that was the first day I started on the 14th of August. Started my training, and I've got to wait till the 14th of September to get that pay packet. It's, I tell you what, if the job centre didn't supply my bus pass, I would have been screwed. You know, but saying that, the positives of it, I'm enjoying working for this company so far. I hope to continue working for it. Like I mentioned, great team, great management. Well, what I've meant of. But it's great that I'm working. Don't get me wrong. But when you come off like every 2 weeks pay to every monthly pay, it may take me about 3 months, maybe take me 6 months to adjust. You know, hope you guys understand why I've not bought any Blu-rays as of yet since I've started this job. So that's about it, you know. I've covered Manchester United, I've explained about the gaming situation, I've explained about the Blu-ray collecting situation. That's the reason why I've not bought any Blu-rays as of yet. So might buy some on the 14th of September, bring you a video as and when I can. You know, so I thought I'd update you on that. But don't worry guys, I'm being very positive. I'm enjoying life as it is, you know, meeting new people. I tell you what is a very tricky thing to pick up. You know, I'm used to pulling pints, used to pouring spirits, used to pouring wines, is pouring cast ales. It's an art form in itself just to pour it. You know, you do the first bit, you pour it through, then you've got to levitate the fucking glass pretty much, and then you've got to pour it through to get a decent sized head. Don't get any wrong ideas. But seriously guys, that's just what I've been doing pretty much. Learned that. I'm still trying to grasp it, even though I'm 3 shifts in. Hopefully I'll grasp it when I move into the new venue that I will be working at properly. So from tomorrow we're cleaning up the venue, bit more training. It's not just pouring pints, guys. It's more detailed than when I first ever started this industry. You know, you get qualifications on flow training, which I've got, food handling, food allergens, licensing, not as being a licensee, but you get asked them similar questions, I think. Data Protection Act. This is how far this company is, which I'm grateful for, because I thrive on learning on new things that I've never learned before. So that's what I've got, all different qualifications currently that I've done online training, even though in-person training, but I've done it online as well. And you get a test on each module that you do. So I've got to one part. If you don't get 3 right, you don't go on to the next part until you get it right. So, and then you get a nice exam at the end, you know, to test you how much you've memorized. And I tell you what, it's hard to memorize because they use big words that my dyslexia does not compute. But surprisingly, I've passed all the mandatory ones before you get any shifts. That's how detailed it is. And I've done that. I'm going to be doing more. Hopefully one day you will actually see a video of seeing me as an assistant manager. I fucking wish. But seriously guys, or a general manager, who knows? what the future holds for me, and obviously what I'll be bringing to you guys. So that's what I mean. It's just at the moment everything's up in the air. I'll try and update you as much as I can as I go along. I just thought I'd put this video out to you guys. Obviously, with my shift pattern, I'll keep an eye on it. If there's a day free, I'll do a video. If there's not, I'll do a video. I'll try and find a video for you guys to do, to give to you, sorry. I'm hoping to bring more gameplays, like I said. I hope to bring more Blu-ray collecting, but I hope you understand. So, until next time, guys.